We are still continuing our short story. And if you remember, the title of our short story is It's All About Honesty. And are you surprised that we've done 6 episodes already? Yes. This is our 7th episode. And what has transpired in the story so far? Asumadu was offered a job as a senior account officer at B&B Finances. Out of 90 applicants. On his first day at work, he was given some orientation by his boss. What happened on the second day? Please, let's follow the continuation of the story. The next day, Asumadu reported early for work, eager to learn why he was the only one recruited out of the other 89 applicants. As soon as the deputy director came to his office, he sent for Asumadu. "Take a seat and make yourself comfortable, young man," Mr. Akumenyi said. "Thank you, sir," Asumadu responded respectfully. "I believe my boss, Mr. Gibrin, began the orientation process yesterday," Mr. Akumenyi inquired. "Oh yes, he did, and said you will continue today." "Well, that's true," he began. "This company went through turbulent times 5 years ago, which nearly made us sink into bankruptcy. And so, as we reorganized, we want to apply the lessons we learned." "I understand, sir," Asumadu sympathized. Mr. Akumenyi paused briefly to make a few phone calls, as well as answer some. He also signed and dispatched some letters in the in-tray on his table. He then continued, "As I was saying, the company is recovering from a near bankruptcy due to the dishonesty of 2 of our officers. The accountant and the loans officer conspired to give an unauthorized loan to a businessman, Mr. Adai Mununkun, who was a friend of the loans officer. The 2 officers hatched a plan through which they secretly gave an interest-free loan to the businessman on condition that he would share his profits with them." "Hey!" Asumadu exclaimed. "But wasn't that a criminal act?" "Yes," Mr. Akumenyi agreed. "But they boldly carried it out." The businessman readily agreed to play ball. So the accountant secretly approved of a loan for Mr. Adai Mununkun, who promised to abide by the terms of the conspiracy, that is, to share the profits equally among the 3 of them, and to return the cash to coffers anytime the auditors were due to check the books. Asumadu spoke again. "Please, sir, was the accounting system not tight enough to detect such deals right from birth and nip them in the bud?" "Young man," Mr. Akumenyi said in a rather sad tone, "our system was watertight until we began to trust the human being." "Too bad," sighed Asumadu. Mr. Akumenyi took another short break to attend to clients. This gave Asumadu the opportunity to sip some water and to digest what he had heard so far on the second day at B&B Finances. Silently, he prayed he should be different in order to live up to the expectations of his new employers. Mr. Akumenyi soon ended his conversation with the client. Asumadu, who had become so curious, asked, "Please, sir, what happened after the illegal loan was disbursed?" "All right," said Mr. Akumenyi, who was happy that their new employee was paying attention. After he turned the money over for about 6 months, Adaimununkunum declared a very huge profit, much to the delight of our 2 colluding officers. He also returned the cash for auditing purposes. As we found out later, he had deliberately exaggerated the value of the profit just so he could hoodwink them into increasing the capital. Not surprisingly, they swallowed the bait. They increased the illegal loan to a value equivalent to 2/3 of our operating capital. Asumadu wondered, and still the hole created by that substantial withdrawal could not be detected, sir. We're still trusting, he replied dejectedly. In 6 months, the auditors were due to visit again, so the loans officer prompted Adaimununkum to return the money to chest. That was the beginning of all the troubles we went through. Adaimununkum's response was shockingly unexpected. "Which money are you talking about?" Adaimununkum had asked. "Of course, the money we all know of," the loans officer had replied. "I still don't get it. Money we all know of? And what do you mean by we?" "My friend, stop the funny game," said the loans officer in a nervous tone. "I'm talking about the 700,000 Ghana cedis. "Ha ha ha," Adaimununkum derided. "Are you sure of what you are talking about? You mean you want to collect 700,000 Ghana cedis from me?" "Yes," said the loans officer emphatically. "You took it. The accountant and I gave it to you off the records of B&B Finances in a mutual agreement for business purposes." "Well, I now know you are getting out of your mind," Adaimununkum snapped. "In any case, I suspect you are speaking to the wrong person." "This is not funny, Mr. Adaimununkum. This is a serious matter, so please get serious." Adaimununkum angrily quipped, "I should be telling you this." The loans officer, now obviously frustrated, said in a sharp tone, "All right, I'll give you a few days to rearrange your thoughts, and then we shall see." Mr. Akumenyi continued his narration. That was the last time the loans officer would hear from Mr. Adaimununkum. He had quickly arranged to sell off the business and hurriedly flown out of the country. When the loans officer visited Adaimununkum's office a few days later, he had a rude shock. A man he met showed him documents detailing and confirming his purchase of Adaimununkum's business. The loans officer did not have enough courage to return to his office. He headed straight to the seashore and jumped into the deep blue sea, allowing the raging waves to carry him wherever they wished. His lifeless body was washed ashore days later. "What a tragic end," Asumadu said, almost shouting. Did the accountant know about all this? Of course. He got to know the same time as we did, by which time it was too late for him to do anything funny. He was summarily dismissed and handed over to the police. That was 5 years ago. Now, with the revival of our company, we don't want to go through that heartbreaking experience again. I'm sure you have enjoyed today's episode 7. It has been thrilling. This is what you experience when you subscribe. So please do subscribe, hit the notification bell, and continue to listen. Continue to listen to the end of this interesting story. Thank you, and bye-bye.